Hello there, Sports Map. Welcome in. My name's AJ Hoffman. I host the Blitz from 4 to 7 on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. That is John Granato. He is the host of The Bench on ESPN 97.5 and ESPN 92.5 and the world's most interesting man. John, on that show, The Bench, this morning you were joined by Jeff Van Gundy, and he talked to you about some conversations he had with Russell Westbrook.
I got to speak to Russell Westbrook during the course of the interview process, and I got to tell you, I was really impressed with his directness, with his honesty about what he wanted for his next chapter, and what he thought he should do, how he should be used. And he did it all in a very, very respectful manner.
I mean, what does very honest really mean? Do you believe that Russ would have any reason to lie to Jeff Van Gundy? And what do you think the honesty was in regards to?
Well, Russ was part of the interview process with Jeff Van Gundy, so he was there. So any talk about that the players didn't have any say in who the head coach was or weren't part of the process, Jeff Van Gundy put that to rest with one statement. And the second thing is, I think it probably meant the direction of the organization, who's going to be the head coach and what kind of offense are we going to run and how am I going to be a part of this thing and how are we going to win championships? Are we really a championship organization? And what kind of players do you want to bring in as a head coach? And, what kind of, what are we going to do? How are we going to commit to all those things? And it told me that Russell Westbrook is cares. Russell Westbrook wants to be a winner. Russell Westbrook wants to be a champion. He wants to be part of a winning organization. And, that was then. Now, since then, we've heard rumors that Russell Westbrook wants out. Maybe it's because James wants out, or maybe it's because they didn't hire the head coach that Russell Westbrook wanted, or maybe it's because he doesn't believe that this is a championship organization. All of these things. Now, Russ also did say, this is all fabricated, so maybe he does want to be here. And I think him being in those meetings, and James wasn't, Jeff Van Gundy didn't say James wasn't in the meetings, but he didn't say he was. So I assumed, James just wasn't a part of this thing. And we've heard that James isn't even answering questions from the Rockets. So all those things are a really bad sign. I just think James probably I ain't going to be bothered. And you know what? I'm busy. I'm doing what I'm doing, and I don't want to be a part of the process where Russell Westbrook was really involved. And so I thought that was a great, great sign for Russell Westbrook. But I think it is those things, AJ, that he wants to be a champion and he wants to know that this organization is heading in the right direction.
When you hear Tillman say that they're willing to start the season being very uncomfortable, they're willing to get uncomfortable, do you think that means they're willing to have players who don't want to be here? Or do you think it means that maybe when he says uncomfortable, he means we're going to get rid of some of our star talent and come in with a roster that's not exactly a competitive NBA roster? What do you think he means by we're willing to get uncomfortable?
I think it's that it's going to be an uncomfortable situation between James Harden and the team, and he's going to be here. And you know what, James? Tough. Now, he can pull an Anthony Davis, right? He cannot, I got a hamstring, I can't play. Prove that my back hurts, prove I can't play. But I really do. I think Tillman is and Tillman has said it already. Whether or not we can believe, I don't know, that he's not breaking up this team, that he wants to go with this team. He wants another shot at the championship. Do we believe that it's a championship caliber team? No. I don't believe that James or Russ believe it's a championship caliber team. Otherwise, would they try to be getting out of it? No. So, I think the uncomfortable is going to really come when James Harden has to sit here and play for a team, be on part of a team that he doesn't want to be a part of.
Getting the Trevor Ariza deal done, getting Robert Covington out, bringing in those picks, and then trading them away, essentially to make room for a mid-level exception is what it looks like. They get away from the hard cap. Does anything about that series of moves tell you, that they do plan on going forward with what they've got now, and they feel like that mid-level exception player could be an impact guy?
Well, the mid-level exception guy is going to be worth more than the 16th pick, or he's going to be paid more than the 16th pick, isn't he? So I think that's a sign that, that they are really, what would the 16th pick do for this team this year? I think long term, the 16th pick might pay off in a big way, but what would a 16th pick do right now? I think that is telling the guys, hey, we do want to win now. We're going to bring in a better player than a rookie who's the 16th overall pick that might not even be part of the rotation yet. So I think Tillman is telling them, hey, this is what we're going to do. And I also think it's Rafael Stone learned from Daryl Morey, draft picks don't mean crap. So let's go get veteran players. And maybe he learned something from Daryl Morey all those years that he was part of the organization. Oh, by the way, I don't know if Jeff Van Gundy, he's always going to speak positively and glowingly of everybody. But he thought that Tillman and the whole family, Fertitta family, was excellent in the interview. They asked excellent questions, and he found Rafael Stone to be very intelligent and to be asking all of the right stuff, and Russ being part of the process. He said he was impressed with what was going on with the Rockets organization. So I think that is all of those things are a pretty good sign for the Rockets.